Welcome to the show. Good friend of ours from HyVee, Brad Waller, is here, along with Josh Schoenblatt. He's with our other good friend, Legend, who you've met recently. We'll talk to Legend and Josh here in just a couple of seconds. But Brad, we're here to talk about HyVee Homefront. This is a big project.
Yeah, thank you for having us on this morning. HyVee Homefront is our veteran support initiative that we have company-wide. We're in our third year. What's of note is that tomorrow we start the big fundraising portion of our HyVee Homefront, which is the Roundup program.
And explain what the Roundup program is.
The Roundup program allows all of our customers in every single HyVee store in our 8-state area to round up their purchases at the register to the nearest dollar. So it can be dimes, nickels, quarters, and even dollar bills. Some of our customers do.
Because you can bump it up too, can't
absolutely.
you? Right? Not just the nearest dollar. You can say, I'll throw an extra 5 in there.
That's correct, and we have a lot of our generous customers that do that. So in the last 2 years, with the generosity of our HyVee customers and then HyVee's own contribution, we've been able to raise over $621,000 for the 3 veterans groups that we support through this, and then we're very hopeful that we'll see that kind of turnout this year as well. So the Roundup starts tomorrow, as I said, November the 5th, and it will go through November 15th.
All right, so you do have some time to take advantage of this. And you said the total you just gave us, that was a 2-year total?
That's over 2 years.
So this means if we get some halfway decent participation this year like we anticipate we're going to, we could theoretically top the $1 million mark.
God, you know, I'd love to see that.
Would that be cool?
It would be very cool. I'm not going to hold my breath on that, but we've been over $100,000 each of the last 2 years with the customer contributions, and then HyVee makes a $100,000 match.
Oh, okay.
So if we can get up into that $850,000, $900,000 range, accumulation over the 3 years, that would be great.
That'd be awesome.
And then all of that money goes directly to the 3 organizations that we support. That includes Hope for the Warriors, Operation First Response, and then the Puppy Jake Foundation, which you see Josh here, and this beautiful little guy, Legend.
Legend, we just met Legend recently. This is a rock star in progress, in building right now. And tell us, for those people that may have missed it, tell us a little bit about Legend.
Legend is a service dog in training, and so he will be going to a wounded veteran with either PTSD or mobility issues. And it's about a 2-year process that he just started a month ago. So we do everything from taking them out in the community, teaching them to see different things, and go on planes.
The thing that's really neat is if you've ever seen the process that you guys go through, it's very extensive. And even if somebody comes up and wants to pet Legend, you don't just let somebody pet Legend because you're trying to teach Legend.
Yes, that's one very important thing with all service dogs, whether through our program or anywhere, is at the end of the day, when they have their vest on, they're working for that person that they're with at that moment. So it's very important not to distract them, just like I wouldn't walk into someone's office and start talking to someone. So if you see a service dog, you don't want to pet them.
And if you know it's second nature just to go up and try to pet the dog. The dog's at work.
Yes.
Is really what it's doing.
Because they have a set purpose and they know what to do, and just like humans, they too can get distracted if someone starts trying to pet them or play with them. So it's always important not to pet a service dog.
Now, obviously, it's very important to have support from great companies like HyVee, but when you receive the funding from HyVee, what does that give you the ability to do?
That gives us the ability to basically do everything we do, since we are a nonprofit that's run solely on donations and volunteers. So organizations like this with HyVee and their programs are able to allow us to take the dogs out on trips to anywhere and everywhere so that we can put them on planes and allow them to be able to experience everything it is that you or I could do.
Do we know what it costs to put a dog through training and get it to a veteran?
Yes. We look, the price is about $20,000 from the moment we get the dog to the moment we give it to the veteran. And even after that, we still work with the veteran and keep up to date with them to make sure that the dog is doing what it needs for them. And if we need to give extra training, we do that. So it's a highly expensive process, but it changes the lives of every veteran we've given it to.
And that's the important thing about why HyVee gets involved in these type of projects, isn't it?
Well, having talked to so many of the service veterans that have received a puppy, it's an amazing story, and the job that these dogs do, it's nothing short of amazing to hear all of the tasks that they can help perform, and just helping them get back into some sort of normalcy, especially those veterans that suffer from PTSD. And the dogs are, again, they're just amazing, and we're so happy and honored to be able to support a group like Puppy Jake.
Speaking of nothing short of amazing, the amount that HyVee gives back to the community is nothing short of amazing. to be an understatement. And you guys are going to continue to give on Veterans Day itself, aren't you?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. On Wednesday, this next coming Wednesday,
a week from today, yeah.
we will serve over 80,000 free breakfasts to our veterans, yes, and all across HyVee from roughly 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then that's just another one of the initiatives of our HyVee Homefront program. You know, you talk about the number of honor flights that we've helped support and send veterans over to see the World War II monuments and Korean War and veteran war or Vietnam War monuments, and then also the recruiting and hiring process that we've been involved with now. In the last 18 months, we've hired 561 full and part-time veterans into HyVee.
Now, not only the veterans, but something else that people might not know about, you also try to help out the family members of the veterans, too, from what we understand, too.
That's correct, and that's a big part of what Operation First Response and Hope for the Warriors do. It's not just targeting the veteran. It's all about the family and taking care of just basic needs that the family has.
Okay, and all this comes under one umbrella, HyVee Homefront. And again, fundraising efforts begin tomorrow.
Begin
folks.
tomorrow, yeah. I encourage HyVee customers. If by chance one of our HyVee Helpful Smiles does not remind you at the cash register, please remind them.
No, I'm sure you guys will be all over that.
Yeah, so we're very excited about it. And I just want, ahead of time, thank all of our customers for their generosity and support.
And again, you can either round up to the nearest dollar, or if you want to throw a couple of extra in, don't be afraid to do that, because we're trying to raise a whole bunch of money, obviously, for a very worthwhile cause. And do we know where Legend's going yet, or is it still to be determined?
To be determined.
To be determined.
That out about 6 months before he's placed.
All right, and how long will it take to get Legend ready?
It will be about a 2-year process.
2 years. Okay,
Yes.
so he's just beginning. He's in the beginning stages. So
Yes,
he gets to see the
very much
beginning.
a puppy.
Now, hopefully, you can bring him back right before he gets assigned, and we can see what the difference is.
He'll be much bigger, too.
Yes.
I'm sure he will.
He's going to be a big boy.
Brad, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much
Thanks
for being
for having
here.
us on
Thank you,
again.
Josh. Thank you so much. Legend, can you shake? Okay, you can lick and shake at the same time.